J. Michael Clark is a friend of mine. He's a really funny guy, and he's also a very creative and innovative guy. He and his lovely wife came to my office to show me these products and see if I can help them clean up their business. Now, everybody knows all I practice is personal injury, 18-wheelers, car accidents, motorcycles, but every person who graduated from an accredited law school, every attorney can help you with these small issues. And this is my way of giving back. This was my pro bono work and giving back to this young man and his wife to help them clean up their business so they can protect their interests in the future. What's up, y'all? Hey, man, y'all all the way in from the Carolinas.
Yeah, man, having a good time,
Look, I am excited to talk to you about your products. You know, I follow you on Facebook, and I heard so much about this Country Boy Detox, and I've also heard about these books, Naked Girls, and that's why I wanted you to set this stuff up so you could see what I'm seeing. I think I have some things that might be able to help you out, okay? Now, this is what I want you to do for me, okay? I know about your products, but I want you to tell me so that you can hear yourself. Okay? Now that's an exercise that I use. Let's start with this Country Boy Detox.
Country Boy Detox is something my grandmother had been taking for years. My grandmother died 2 years ago, 99. She had all her teeth in her mouth, and she lived by herself. That's amazing. And before she died, I asked her what it was. She kind of explained to me what it was, and I said, well, if it helped my grandmother live this long, my grandmother had no health problems up until her death. I said, I need to take an interest in what this is. A lot of the weight that we have in us is undigested food. That's what we don't realize. We have over 20 feet of small intestines, and it takes a lot for food to pass through all that and curl up. That's what the powder does. It goes in kind of like Drano.
So is this the powder?
That's the powder. It kind of goes in and it swells up and it pushes your undigested fecal matter out of your stomach.
The other thing that he had that I took particular interest in was his Country Boy Detox. And I tell you, when you take it, you just get loose, happy, and flows out. I'm talking about the spirit. The spirit comes in and flows and you feel free and light. You should get yourself some of Mr. Clark's Country Boy Detox, and you're liberated on the inside, mostly.
With those toxins stopping your organs from shedding those cells and reproducing new tissue, essentially our organs are older than our grandparents.
Wow.
And that's how my grandmother lived so long. Her organs were refurbished over time, no different than you have a new layer of skin. It's like taking your carburetor to the auto parts store. They give you a new carburetor, they take your old one. What do? They refurbish and fix the old one. Our organs should do the same thing naturally.
The stuff that he had books, he had this stuff called Naked Girls. I didn't know what that was at first. I'm like, I don't know if I can consult you on that, but come to find out it was just a sort of a philosophy and a line of books. I like the concept. Who is this? This is a naked girl on the cover. We got kids coming up here. My goodness. Okay, well,
we got the progressive self-help guide.
Okay.
To cure the mental illness.
Okay, naked, keep it naked. A naked girl's guide to live life authentic. It's got pictures in it?
Oh no.
Oh man. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. All right.
It's actually for men and women from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
It's called an aggressive self-help book.
A man also would benefit from seeing either hearing the voice of a woman or seeing themselves in the situations that she was in because she was married. You know, so it's talk about co-parenting, dating on your level, religion, all the things that takes that has a hand to do with shaping who we are as individuals.
So basically, it's a small family health. It would be a small family health entity. Okay, that's good to know, because I see an opportunity for you to make sure or ensure that your structure is intact. You know? Their business is important, and if you have a couple or a group of folks who want to form their own corporation, you know, it is incumbent upon you as an attorney and as a businessman to see if you can help them out if you can. Wow. You are the father. Okay. All right. All right. And I took a DNA test with the baby, and the DNA test has come back, and it says that I am Elijah's father. So we got a new brother. How about that? The bigger brother and the biggest brother.
I can't wait to see our new little brother. Once I see him, I want to really give him a hug. So we're going to be very good big brothers. I'm going to be biggest brother. He's going to be big brother. And he's going to be brother.
And Elijah is just going to be
little. To me, he's going to be little brother.
At this age, he's only like this big.
No, he's like this big. He's this big. I can't wait to see him. I want to hug him a lot.
Early on in our separation, Stephanie and I did not get along. It spilled over from our marriage. And hell, if we were getting along, we'd still be married. So the point of I'm saying is we have come a long way. You all know from following my story, Stephanie and I have been separated, and I have a new son named Elijah. Now, Stephanie could have been a real difficult person to deal with during that time period, but she wasn't. She handled herself like a very mature, classy, wonderful woman, and I appreciate that.
And I want somebody who I can understand, someone that I can talk to and have honest conversations, someone loving and patient and kind, I guess.
Roman doesn't want our mom to have a boyfriend.
I'm about to go take a look at some diamonds. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to purchase Stephanie a really nice gift that the boys can present to her on behalf of themselves and also me. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, so I decided we're gonna go purchase Stephanie a diamond to show her that, hey, we appreciate your friendship. I appreciate what you're gonna do. And you know what? I didn't understand how tough being a mom was until they dropped those kids off of me after I got completely like custody, and I was like, oh my God. You know, the kids are running wild, and that's what mom is there for. She's focused on all these, she's focused on the details is basically what she's saying. He's focused on the big picture, and she's focused on the details. That's why men and women need each other. Yeah, Ali, yeah.
No, I mean, it really is.
Yeah, but I appreciate this. This is a good gift. Nothing says, hey, you're all right with me like a diamond.
Seriously though, like.
Our mom knows better for me because she's a cool mom and a good mom.
She's gonna be very excited, and she's gonna freak out when she sees it. Mommy might put it on the wrong hand, and then people are really gonna think she got remarried.
I really don't know the difference.
Hey, can you got some time this week? I want to take you to dinner, you and the boys. Is that cool?
I guess. No, look, no more surprises. I don't know if I can handle it, okay?
Then I open the box and there's this light shining on this 4-carat diamond solitaire.
It's a really big diamond.
I knew she was gonna put it on the wrong finger. She put it on the wedding finger.
What's the wedding finger?
I forgot.
It was 24
Shiny.
carat.
It was not 24 carats. 24 carats is huge.
Yeah,
it was
but
only
this is
4
how
carats.
big a whole diamond.
It was 4 carat. There's 24 karat gold. There's 4 carat diamonds.
Wait, okay, gold in Minecraft is like this big.
It's heavy. Gold is very heavy.
Any old random guy doesn't have that much money to buy a 4-carat ring. Only carat ring they're going to be buying is a 1-carat ring. That's only like this small. Ours is like this big. The one that he's going to be buying is this small.
You know, women, human beings, they looking at dollars and cents. Who's doing the most for me? So if you got another dude to come along and call himself trying to outshine me or outshine, it's gonna be hard for him because she's gonna look at the situation like, why would I deal with this guy
Okay.
when this guy over here, who's my ex-husband,
Yeah.
is helping me fulfill all my needs?
I feel like, you know, when I saw the ring and she did say it was from Dennis, and then I was about to go ham, and then she's like, it was, you know, he gave it to me, you know, the kids gave it to me as a friendship ring. And I'm like, but Dennis helped them pick it out. They can't go pick the ring out by themselves. Dennis gave it to you, but as in, you know, he's hiding behind it. Like, he's playing games. Like, tell him, like, I feel like Stephanie needs to tell Dennis, are we gonna do this? We're gonna really, how are we gonna do this thing? Like, what are we gonna do? What's happening? Like, stop playing games with me. Do you want me to move on? Do you want me to, you know, you want me to stop my life? What you want me to do? You want your cake and you want to eat it too. No.
He said he just wanted to be honest about even my dedication, even in him having a baby, a new baby, how I didn't have a cold shoulder or judgmental words.
Funny enough, the question is, Steph, how are you enjoying that ring? Are you gonna give it back? Why do you wear that ring? Please, this is my ring. I don't care. You know, I had a little sweetie who said, well, you know, Steph, if we were serious, when you received that ring, you wouldn't be wearing it right now. And I just kind of laughed and let him have his moment. We're great friends.
Stephanie, the boys and I, we're going to go to a breast cancer run. Last year, Stephanie was experiencing some pain in her chest, and the boys, they like to hug their mom. And so at some point, they hugged her, and the pain was so excruciating that it kind of threw her into shock. You know, it was a scare, but it was there. She's okay, and that's the most important thing. We want to go and support Stephanie and support all the women around the world who may be subjected to that very serious form of cancer.
I went to the breast cancer run because the boys, it's meant so much to them. They've asked me a number of times, when was I going to the doctor? They knew that Mommy had been putting it off, using work and other things as an excuse. So I finally wanted to step up and respect the wishes of my babies, but also look into the best interest of myself.
We had a lot of fun. I was trying to keep up with Daddy, and then Mommy and Roman saw me, so I kind of ran towards them.
No, you just stayed playing with the grass on the side of the road.
My health and my future health means the world to me. I want to be that grandmother in the kitchen wiping my cake batter off my son's children's faces. I want to be healthy where I'm running and continuing to play with my sons. I want to dance with them at their weddings, and I want to be the loud, obnoxious mom at their college graduations. So my health means so much to me, but I know that my health is imperative to the happiness of my boys. So I'm here to fight and to do whatever I can to maintain it.
Stephanie helps me or reminds me of my health, and mostly physical health. But there are some complexities that I don't think she understands. My physical health is just one aspect, and for the most part, I'm pretty healthy. I have never had any serious health issues. But the other things that I have to deal with, like the stress of practicing law, the stress of having to be the person who makes the final decisions, the tough decisions, those things put a lot of mental stress. I need her to be there for our sons, because without her, my job becomes nearly impossible. So it shows you the value of a good co-parent. So I definitely want her health to be intact. And I think she feels the same way about me. She doesn't want me to get sick, you know. So that's good. I want to hear what other people's relationships are like, whether they be married, divorced, whether they're boyfriend, girlfriend. It's exciting, and to be able to contribute my knowledge and my experience to help other folks, it's a blessing to be able to do that.
Talking to the families, we discovered that although the relationships of the parents may have been different, we had similar needs, we had similar questions, There were families that were married, maybe considering divorce. There were families that were newlyweds but had other co-parenting situations that were in conflict, struggles with weekend management. Though the structures were so different, we learned that we had a lot that was in common.
They are the only victims. They're the only true victims because of our divorce. See, they didn't ask to be in this world. They didn't ask to be born. And they didn't ask to be born to us. So these are the two people that we owe the most. And so I appreciate how far we've come. And it's important to me that I do a good job with my children. But here's the thing. These two little boys are going to be playing with your little boys and girls. I like to share my experience. I can't speak for everybody's situation. Everybody's situation is different. But I can speak for my situation. And if you have two cooperative people, or better yet, if you have two people that realize that the children are more important than themselves, then that's the beginning point from when they can come together and develop a good relationship for the benefit of the children.
Children should never be pulled left and right for the arguments of adults. I do remember when we were first separated or divorced, you have those moments of immaturity where you're like, well, I just bought those shoes, you're not taking those shoes over there, or well, Steph, I just bought that backpack stays here. I will never say that we weren't guilty of those thoughts.
What I take away from the family retreat is that families are composed of many different units and they have different dynamics. But the most important thing is that we're family. And keep in mind, the most important thing is raising happy, healthy, well-adjusted children.
This is sometimes heavy for us because we're not experts at this, but we're definitely experienced in this. So wherever we can find answers to bring families together, we still have conflict, but we close with, okay, for the children, and that's the message we wanted to convey in this setting. You asked me in, I'm gonna have to go to the movies.
Yeah, I know you gotta go to the movies. I know you're busy.
Mm-hmm.
But look, the boys are getting older, they're getting bigger, they're turning into little men, and I think, and I'm absolutely certain that we need to spend more time together. Me and the boys need to hang out more together. And
so you want to keep them later on Sunday or pick them up earlier on Friday?
Well, I was kind of thinking if we could divide the days up in the month, because at this point, all I get them is on the weekends. I'm like weekend dad.
Once I get inside, Dennis wants to have a serious conversation about custody. I'm talking about the sun has set, the movie starts in 30 minutes, and he wants to talk to me on this night.
I want more time with my sons. They need to be with their dad more.
You think what you guys do on weekends prepares you for Monday through Friday?
Steph, I want more time with the boys, okay? I don't want to have to fight about it. I don't want to have to fight you for it. I just want you to say, okay. If Steffi and I have a fight and have to go do the trial and the custody stuff, nobody's gonna come out on the top because the kids are gonna lose. And that defeats the purpose.
I totally forgot that I was gonna miss the movie once he tells me that he's willing to fight for his sons. You know what? I'm gonna fight for a refund on these tickets because we're about to have this discussion. So what you're telling me is you want to have them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Homework, science projects, lunch money, immunotherapy appointments. I'm saying, like, you're telling me that you want to wake up at 5:30 every morning, making sure that they are out the bed, that their clothes are on, that their socks match, that they even have socks on.
The bottom line is I don't want to argue about that. These are boys, and soon they're going to be men, and they need to be around me. They need to know what it's like to have a father in the house. Stephanie's not very receptive to the idea of giving up her babies. You see, but the problem is if she doesn't let me intercede and take these boys and teach them the things they need to be men, then her babies are going to be babies forever. And we have too many babies in this society. And that's the last thing I want for my sons. But
here's what's going on. I was dressed to go see a superhero movie, and then you randomly pop up a conversation. Oh, Steph, by the way, I have this big decision that I want you to make tonight. I cannot make that decision tonight. What am I gonna do? What I'm used to is waking up every morning with the boys, and we have our routines. You're asking me to just jump into something. You have to give me time to even consider.
Sir, you're not gonna strong arm me to make a decision just because that's what you want.
I want the kids more because I'm their father. And they're boys, and they need to be with their father. No woman can teach a boy how to be a man. And, you know, I respect Stephanie, and she's done a great job up until this point. But at some point, she's going to have to let these boys grow up and be men. And I am prepared, willing, and able to do that. And I'm their father. And I shouldn't have to fight her or beg her for that, which I won't do.